Welcome students and friends. Today lecture is third lecture and start. Previous lecture is continue normalization in normal form. So in here table student ID, student name, course type, student grade on course, student detail tables. Now the functional dependencies in the above tables are student ID is relation student name, course related to course type, student grade on course, and the candidate key on the above tables are student ID and course. The table is not in BCNF because neither student ID nor course alone are keys. So to make the table complete with BNCF, we can break the table into three tables. Student ID, student names, student details table, course type, course detail table, and third student course detail table. In here student ID, course and student grade on course table. Now the functional dependencies are in first table student ID relation student name, and second table course relation course types, and third tables student ID related to be student grade on course, and the candidate key are in first table student ID, in second table course, in third table student ID and course. Now in all functional dependencies left side part in is a key. Hence above tables compiles with BIC code normal form BNCF. Fifth, fourth normal form 4NF. A relation is said to be in fourth normal form if it is satisfy the following condition. First is it should meet all the requirement of BCNF, and second it does not contain more than one multi-valued dependency. Fourth normal form is built on the first three normal forms 1NF, 2nd NF and 3rd NF. And the BIC code normal form BCNF, it states that in addition to a database meeting the requirements of BCNF, it must not contain more than one multi-valued dependency. To understand it clearly, consider a table course detail. Course table, course instructor textbook. At the above table, there are three attributes: course instructor and textbook. If we observe the data in the table above, it satisfies third normal form, but instructor and textbook are two independent entities here. There is no relationship between instructor and textbook. In the above example, either Joyce White or Brain Moore can be the instructor for programming course, and programming course instructor can refer either programming book 1 or programming book 2. Course relation instructor and course relation textbook. This is a multi-value dependency on subject. If we need to select both instructor and textbook recommended for any of the course, it will show up instructor textbook combination, which implies lecturer who recommends which book. This is not correct. To eliminate this dependency, we divide the table into two as below. First table is course instructor and second table is course textbook. Course instructor table course and instructor name, and second course textbook in course name and textbook name. Now if we want to know the instructor name and textbook recommended for any of the subject, we will fire two independent queries. Hence it is remove the multi-valued dependency and confusion around the data. Thus, the table is in 4NF. Sixth is fifth normal form 5NF. A relation is said to be in fifth normal form if it is satisfy the following condition. First is it should meet all the requirement of fourth normal form, and second is if an attribute is multivalued attributes, then it must be taken out as a separate entity. Fifth normal form is also known as project joint normal form PJNF. It is designed for reducing the redundancy in relation database. A table is in fifth normal form if it cannot be made into any smaller tables with different keys. Most table can obviously be made into smaller table within the same key. For example, consider the below table course detail. Course table in so here course instructor and batch. All the above table first batch has thought about programming, data structure and operating system, and second batch has only thought about data structure. In above table, Ethod Hunt take both programming and data structure classes for first batch, but he does not take data structure classes for second batch. In this case, combine of all these three fields in required to identify a valid data. Imagine we want to add a new batch, third batch, but do not know which course and who will be instructing that course. We would be simply inserting a new entity with batch of third batch and leaving course and instructor as null. As we discussed above, it's not a good to have such entities. Moreover, all the three columns together act as a primary key. We cannot leave other two columns blank. Hence, we have to decompose the table in such a way that it satisfies all the rule till 4NF, and when join them by using keys, it should yield correct record. Here we can represent each instructor, course area and their batches in a better way. We can divide above table into three: course instructor, instructor batch and course batch. So in here table, course instructor, instructor batch and course batch table. Now each of combination is in three different tables. If we need to identify who is instructing which course to which batch, we need join the keys of each table and get the result. Hence, there is no loss or new data. Thus, the table is in 5NF. And next topic, decomposition. In RDBMS, decomposition is the process of breaking down the function of an organization into progressively greater levels of details. It replaces a relation with a collection of smaller relations by breaking the table into multiple tables in a database. It should always be lossless because it confirms that the information in the original relation can be accurately reconstruction based on the decomposed relations. If there is no proper decomposition of the relation, then it may lead to problem like loss of information. The decomposition of a relation scheme R consists of replacing the relation scheme by two or more relation schema, the each content of a subset of the attributes of R and together include all attributes in R. Decomposition helps in eliminating some of the problems of bad design such as redundancy, inconsistency, and anomalies. Type of decomposition. There are three types of decompositions. First is lossless decomposition, and second lossy joint decomposition, and third is dependency pursuing decomposition. First is lossless decomposition. The decomposition of relation R into R1 and R2 is lossless when the join of R1 and R2 does wield the same relation as in R. In lossless decomposition, the decomposition must be lossless. It means that the information should not get lost from the relation that is decomposed. It gives a granted that the join will result in the same relation as it was decomposed. A relation table is decomposed or factored into two or more smaller tables in such a way that the designer can capture the precise content of the original table by joining the decomposition part. This is called lossless joint dependency. It is also known as non-additive decomposition. Let R be a relation schema. If we decompose R into relation R1 and R2, then decomposition is lossless if R1 is the relation R2 equal to R. For example, consider the following table: student details with 5 attributes: student ID, student name, address, course, and student grade on course. So in table, student details and students. Student details in here: student ID, student name, address, course, student grade on course. The above relation is decomposed into two relations, namely student and student course detail. In here, student ID, student name, and address. Student schema contain student ID, student name, address. Student course detail in so table. Student course detail schema contain student ID, course, student grade on course. So the above decomposition is a lossless joint decomposition because the two relations contain one common field, that is student ID, and therefore join is possible. Now we apply the natural join on the decomposition relation. Student decomposition student course details. Now at the above, when we applied a natural join in both relation student and student course on detail, then no any spurious tuple are generated. Hence the decomposition is lossless joint decomposition. Second, lossy decomposition. The decomposition of relation R into R1 and R2 is lossy when the join of R1 and R2 does not wield the same relation as in R. One of the disadvantage of decomposition into two or more relation schema for or table is that some information is lost during retrieval of original relation or table. Let R be a relation schema. If we decompose R into relation R1 and R2, then decomposition is lossy if R1 decomposed by R2 not equal to R. For example, consider the following table: student detail with 5 attributes: student ID, student name, address, course, and department. Student ID details. So in here table: student ID, student name, address, course, and department. To be continued in next lecture. Thank you.